As good as it's gonna get. Oh my god. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hi beautiful, and aloha everyone. Welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Now you may be thinking, Hyram, why did you have a different intro at the beginning? Why does it sound like Brad Mondo's? And that is because this video is a collaboration with the one and the only Brad Mondo. Woo! Back at it again. Oh, I'm not ready for this video. I'm scared and excited and nervous and all the emotions. Oh, I just don't know what to feel. In today's video, I'm going to be dyeing my hair myself. Something I've never done before. I mean, I know this may come as a shock. But I don't know a single fucking thing about how to dye hair. The only things I've ever learned are from Brad Mondo's video, but he will even say that there's a big difference between just watching a video about it and actually doing it in real life. If you don't know, I'm friends with Brad Mondo. We collaborated in the past where he made this super cool color on the top of my head. Actually, it was all blue and purple. You can go watch our collaboration video in the description box below. He dyed my hair. I bashed his skincare routine. Obviously an equal trade and value. If anything, I feel bad for Brad. I'm the one who got the cool hair and he just got a bashing. But he texted me a little while back and he was like, hey, we should collaborate again. And I was like, hell yeah. Just tell me when, where, and how, and I'll be there. But unfortunately, because of COVID, I haven't been able to make my planned New York trips. So we decided to do a virtual collab. And I thought it was going to be something casual. You know, I was just like, oh, we'll see where this goes. And I think it was him that suggested, or was it me that suggested? No, I would not have suggested to dye my own hair. I feel like I'm too all over the place to suggest that. And I was like, okay, you know what? My hair's grown out. It's almost done. Time to rock some natural colors. This will be cool. I'm thinking maybe highlights, maybe a little bit of black. And when I sent him the inspiration, he was just like, that's so boring. We're gonna do pink and purple. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I'm good enough to do that. And after negotiating, we both decided that I'm going to dye my hair purple. This is gonna be bad. I just know this is gonna be bad. No, but for real, I am so excited to be collaborating with him again. And he's actually going to be reacting to this video very, very soon. So keep a look out for that. But in the meantime, he actually provided me with an instructional video on how to dye my own hair, which is really nice. I definitely really appreciated that because I watched a video by him about how to bleach your hair. And I mean, it was super informative. The video was perfect. My ass is just dumb. So having a personalized video from him is just, oh, thank you, Brad. So you guys are gonna watch as I follow Brad's tutorial on how to dye my hair purple, and then you're gonna see the final result. And I'm gonna cry. Probably out of aesthetic misery, you know the deal. Oh, I'm so nervous. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh, so let's get into it. All right, I'm here with my supplies. I'm ready to go. I'm so nervous. I really feel deep in my soul that I'm gonna fuck this up really bad. You know what? But I've always wanted to look like, what's the purple dinosaur again? So joining me today is my assistant, Brianna. Say hi. So she's gonna be helping me. Well, she's not gonna be helping me. Here's the thing. I'm determined to not cheat. I'm going to do this myself until I can't. She's basically gonna be doing like the back section, the places I can't reach, because otherwise it's gonna look like a sloppy paint job on the back, and I'm kind of not in the mood for that. It's so funny. The purple that I'm doing is gonna be very similar, kind of. Not really. It's gonna it's gonna be more purple than what she has in her hair.
And vibrant.
Yeah. So I have Brad's video right in front of me. I'm just gonna follow along so that you guys can as well. Okay, Brad, don't let me down, please. Please, please.
Hi, Hyram. So I am going to teach you how to bleach your hair yourself, and you're also going to color it purple. Now, I am slightly concerned. Why am I letting you do this?
Bitch.
Well,
yeah,
because you live nowhere near me, and it will be fun to watch, I feel like. And your hair is very short, so I feel like this will be fine.
Okay, see, now I'm getting really nervous because if he's not even sure, how the hell am I gonna be sure about this? I feel like he's kind of setting me up for failure. But you know, he's right. And he was super gracious last time to do my hair in New York. Like, I can't even imagine how much something like that would usually cost. I mean, a hair transformation from Brad Mondo. Pretty sure the price tag on that says priceless. I think this is just going to be purely for his enjoyment and for my misery.
The sides of your head and the back of your head is shaved, so really you have to deal with this much hair, just the top section, and I believe in you. You can do this. I really wish you so much luck with this. That's how I want to start this video, is by wishing you luck. And hopefully my directions are clear enough and concise enough and easy to follow. So let's get started with what you will need in order to do this.
I know this part.
At home on your own hair. You're gonna need to go to the beauty supply store and you need to pick up a 30 volume developer. There are a lot probably at your local beauty supply. Try to get a developer that matches with the powder bleach that you're going to get.
So I have seen this portion before, and when he said that, I'll admit, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, but thankfully my assistant knew what he's talking about. I feel like in general with hair care, like I know what he says in his videos, but for some reason it doesn't stick like skincare does. I don't know why. But Brianna did help me get the supplies necessary. So in that regard, I know I'm set up for success.
Now you have to get the powder bleach, of course, and make sure you're getting enough of it. So you want a lot of it. Just because, you know, running out of this stuff while you're doing your hair is not fun, okay? Do those two things for me. Now, you are gonna wanna get some purple semi-permanent hair color. Semi-permanent will be perfect for this, so go for a semi-permanent purple color. Maybe go for a darker color just in case your hair ends up being a little bit yellow. It'll cover that up. And then, you know, you might wanna get a bowl, a brush, a comb, gloves. You need gloves. Oh, make sure you have some plastic bags, because you're gonna cover your head after you color it with the plastic bag. So a shopping bag is fine. You can buy a processing cap, and that is all you'll need. Simple enough.
He's so good at breaking all of this down to make it really easy to understand, which is good for dumbasses like me who really don't know anything about this. So I respect that. Thank you, Brad.
Make sure you don't wash your hair the day you're gonna do this. Make sure your hair is dirty. 2 days, 3 days
I haven't washed it for 2 days.
Is perfect. Just don't wash it the day of. Please don't do it. We're on to step 1 of the coloring process. Take a deep breath. And let's do this. What you're gonna wanna do first is, of course, mix your powder lightener with your developer, your 30 volume developer. Mix it together until it is a creamy texture. Maybe just a little bit thinner than a toothpaste consistency. A nice thicker consistency with the lightener will help make sure that it doesn't dry out on your hair.
Whoa, okay, this is fast. Okay, so he said mix the powder with the lightener until it's like a cream consistency. Okay, so I believe I'm mixing this, the lightening powder, with, this is a big ass tub, this is really big, with the Matrix 30 volume cream developer. So here's my bowl, and I'm gonna do 3 scoops to 3 ounces of cream developer. Okay, now that we have our powder class, do I have to like shake it?
Yeah, you can do a little bit.
Now I'm gonna take the cream developer and do 3 ounces of it. I feel like the cocktail lady on TikTok. 3 ounces. I legit feel like I'm making cocktails, damn. I'll mix it together. Oof, sorry, the smell. That hit me like a wall. Oh Lord, wow. Wow, they should make that into like a perfume. Chemical reaction. It's honestly looking like the forbidden pudding. Like, I would eat this in a heartbeat if it didn't smell like death 5 times over.
Okay, now that you have that all mixed together, you're going to start applying it to your head. Now, you're gonna start on the sides and the back of your head. Literally, you can just take the bleach in your hand or put it on a brush if you bought a brush and brush it all on the sides of your head. Just make sure you go up, down, across, sideways, backwards. Make sure every little piece of your hair is covered, and make sure the bleach is caked on. You want to make sure you put so much lightener on your hair that it feels like you have way too much and this is caked on. I want it to be like frosting over your hair. I don't want to be able to see your hair underneath really. I want it to be on there, okay? It's so important that you put enough lightener on in order for it to work properly and lighten enough. Now we move on to coloring the top of your hair, which is going to be a little bit more difficult. Why don't you take some conditioner and put a bit of conditioner on just the ends of your hair where it is already pre-lightened, where it is already blonde from the last time that I did your hair, which was so long ago.
Yeah, so long ago.
Put a little bit of conditioner on your ends just in case you end up overlapping the color onto the existing lightened hair. That'll make sure it doesn't break off as easily. And I do want to mention that you might need a haircut after this if you overlap too much and your hair breaks off. Hopefully it doesn't.
Brad, this is scaring me. Breakage, hair breaking off, haircut. I'm anxious. What I'm thinking of doing is putting the conditioner on now so that I can just go right into bleaching the other parts of my head. I can just bleach everything at the same time.
Now you can part your hair down the center. You might want to put a clip in your hair if you have one, just to make sure that one side stays down as you work on the other. If you don't have a clip, that's totally fine. Just start painting the center of your roots, just like that. And that will keep one side down and the other side down also. And now you can work from either the back to the front or the front to the back, whatever feels more natural to you, and just start working on the roots and midsections of your hair up until that lightened portion of your hair. And just work on nice horizontal lines across your head going all the way back. And you can also use a handheld mirror or your phone to check out the back as you do it. You can put on the front-facing camera and look in a mirror in the back, and it'll help you out to do the back yourself. It's never an easy task to do the back yourself. Again, while you're doing this whole process, just make sure you're not overlapping anything on those ends, but make sure you're going very close to them because you do not want a line of like black and then blonde. Like, just get it on there, please, and make sure it's precise and nice. And once you've done that first side, work on the other side and make sure you are doing this as fast as possible while still being precise with it. I don't want you spending an hour and a half just putting the color on.
Okay, so this is when I'm actually getting like really nervous. There's so many little details and so many little things to remember, and I'm most scared about overlapping the bleached area. I'm just gonna do this. Let's just do it. Oh, so I'm probably just gonna squeeze this in my fingers and just manually apply it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Does it look good to y'all? There's no technique to what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it look fancy. Okay, Hyram, conditioner should not take this long. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm gonna move on to bleach step. Okay, so what he said to do was to just start with the sides and the back. Now I'm gonna do the sides myself. I am gonna have Brianna help me with the back. Okay, I have this little tool which has this like stabber thing on the back. Okay, I'm just gonna dip in. Oh, it's like foamy, look at that. And he said to really make sure that it's covered, caked on. I'm so scared. I'm just convinced it's gonna like fry my hair off and I'm gonna be bald. And you know what? I do not have the type of head that works for bald people. I have the type of head that like if I was bald, I would look like Slenderman. Woo! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Have any of you ever dyed your hair before or bleached your hair before? Let me know in the comment section, because if this turns out really bad, I want to know like what your experiences were too. Chemical burn?
You could possibly. So let me know if it starts to burn because we're gonna have to rinse her.
Okay, so I just figured out that I might get chemical burn by using this stuff, which you guys know how much I love chemical burn, like total skincare hack. So tell me, Brad, how are you? How are you doing? How are the kids? Congratulations on all of your latest launches. If you guys haven't tried Mondo, the Glitterati Serum and the BDSM Balm are awesome. I really like the BDSM Balm. That one is so good, especially if you have colored hair. It just adds like this iridescence that's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna take a clip. I'm gonna first divide it down the middle. Woo! New hairstyle. How do I clip it?
Do first.
All right. I don't know how to do this. Okay, gotta move fast. Ah, I'm so scared. My hair is for sure gonna fall off. Oh, it's a rat's nest. It is a full-blown rat's nest. Okay. I don't know what to do. This is what panic looks like manifested by Hyram. This is so patchy. I think this is the beginning of the end. I can just imagine Brad's face right now. Yeah, I think that's good. I think this is as good as it's gonna get. This is so freaking hard, Brad. I have so much respect for you because, oh my god, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I mean, clearly. You knew that.
1 hour later.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I think it kind of looks good. So there's like this one spot right there. But honestly, I am so grateful that the rest of it looks good. I partially would love to leave my hair like this. Brad, I think you and I kind of discussed that when we dyed my hair before because we bleached it and then we were like, oh, this looks kind of good. Like, I do like how this looks, but at the same time, I also feel like the old grandpa from Megamind who's like, son, I am your father. But you know what? I'm still gonna commit. I'm still gonna go through with purple. What I'm thinking of doing is that I have two different purples. I have a dark one and a lighter one, so I'm thinking of doing dark on the sides and then a lighter kind of on the top. Now, normally this would sound way too complicated for my ass to do. However, with purple, I think you can be kind of messy. So I think we'll be okay. Yeah, so that took 2 hours. Sorry, Brad, I didn't follow your advice there. I was both trying to be precise and messy as fuck the whole time I was doing it. So I don't know how that managed to happen. Regardless, I think I like the result.
Now, this is the fun, easy step because you've already done the hard stuff. Now you just have to apply the purple color. You can honestly just apply with your hands. Grab a glob of it, put it on, get it on there really, really fast. This will start processing immediately. It is semi-permanent color. It doesn't need to be on your head for a very long time. And I would also recommend taking a fine-tooth comb and combing it all through, and that way it gets on every single hair strand. Now you have to look at the directions. However long that semi-permanent color says to process it for that long.
So I have the dark one here in a bowl to start applying. I'm also going to take this, which is a lip mask, and apply it to my forehead and my ears. Just taking a single look at this, I know this would stain everything in my life. Ooh. Oh, okay, that's so satisfying. Oh my god. It's like paint strokes. Talk about dark, like my soul. Okay, we got that side done. Now this side. Ah, that looks so cool. That's so satisfying. A quick thank you to Brad. When he reached out to me when I was a lot smaller of a creator, I think I had like, it might have even been before 100,000, but he's always been so kind to me, which is really cool because I think when it comes to like YouTube creators and influencers and all that kind of stuff, I feel like I'm so tucked away from everything here in Hawaii, so I don't really know like what the scene is, and you hear things and you know, you never know like how people are, the way that they act and stuff like that, and I can genuinely say he's such a nice person. I mean, obviously he's collaborating with me, which is a charity case. So thank you so much, Brad, for all the instructionals, because this has been Really, really helpful. Okay, now I have the lighter color, which I'm gonna start doing on the top. So I'm just doing the lighter color really randomly on the lighter pieces, just to give it a little bit more pop of, you know, color and some variance between the two colors. Look at me talking like I know something about hair. If anyone is able to color their hair on camera and look like good while doing it, I applaud you. This really does make me have like a newfound respect for hairdressers though, because they work so hard. Oh. I just smeared it more. Okay, that worked. Now I'm just like coating the rest, I guess.
You look like a sexy braid.
You know, I've always wanted to dye my hair different colors. Like, I've always seen that as something that's just so fun, but because of my previous jobs, I was never able to do it, which sucks. And when I was with Brad, with you in New York City, I was able to, you know, experiment with some fun colors. And honestly, Brad, you did such a good job. Like, you sent me home with color to like touch up, and I was like, thank you, but I'm lazy, so I don't think I'm gonna touch it up. And I never ended up touching it up, but I didn't even need to because you did such a good job. The way that it grew out, it grew into like icy blue, and I still got so many comments of people being like, oh my gosh, I love your hair, and I'm like, really? Like, because you did it like 3 months ago, and it still looks good, but I personally loved how it looked, and it turned into like this cool blue and then this icy blue. So honestly, I think that just speaks to, you know, your skill. Okay, you know what? I think I'm looking good. I'm looking like a can of grape soda. That wasn't too difficult. I think Brianna is just gonna touch up the back because I can't reach that, and I don't wanna be like slapping purple paint all over my neck. Just real quick, round of applause for Brianna, my assistant, who has been so helpful this entire time. She's definitely helped with like little like instructions around. I'm like, what do I do? How do I do this? So thank you, Brianna. Thank you. We're gonna wait 20 minutes and hopefully finish up soon because it's almost dark. I did not expect it to take this long. We were like, oh, it'll probably take like 2 hours, and then it's like, what, 4 hours later, I think, for out. See you then.
The next day.
All right, are we ready? Are we ready? I'm not ready. 3, 2, 1. What do we think? What do we think? You can roast me down below. It's okay. I can take it. You know, I actually don't think it looks that bad. Like, it turned out a million times better than I thought it was going to because I was fully anticipating this look. Yeah, what I envisioned was not good. I completely thought there was going to be bleach spots without any purple. I thought there was going to be spots where it was just like my natural hair color, which, you know, could be in there, but thankfully the purple disguises that. I did not expect it to stain my scalp as much as it has, and I'll get into a story about that in a bit. But you know what? I'm not mad at it. I mean, I've already gotten a few compliments on it today, which is pretty cool. I mean, I hope those people aren't the type of people that compliment people on their hair or clothing when they actually think it's ugly. Yeah, I hate those people. It's definitely going to take getting used to because this is out of my comfort zone. I have to say, I really like how it looks in this lighting. Like in direct lighting, I think it looks so pretty. You kind of see both of the tones of both the lighter purple and the darker purple. And one thing that's so great is that when I initially dyed this, I washed my hair and I looked in the mirror, I was like, holy shit, this is so dark. But that's a good thing because here in Hawaii, the sun fades colors so fast. And so the fact that it is a darker purple means that over time, it's just going to lighten up more and more and more and kind of turn into more like maybe fuchsia violet coloring, which I think is going to be really cool looking. It's like I'll have 3 colors in one. This is, of course, based on the assumption that I know what I'm talking about, in which I do not know what I'm talking about, and I could totally be off. Now I have to tell you, you thought the videos from yesterday were bad? Oh, bitch. You will never guess what happened last night. I'm kind of nervous to say this, and I just want to start off with a formal apology saying that I don't know what I was doing. I fully regret it, and I accept the burden of being canceled. Unsubscribe if you may. But when I finished coloring my hair and I washed it out and I looked in the mirror, the color stained my scalp so bad. Like so bad, to where it looked like there was this complete like black section in the mix with all the purple staining. It was so patchy. It came down to right here, up at the front of my forehead. It was a mess. And initially I was like, oh, that's not a big deal because I can just wash it off. And then when I was talking to my assistant, I was like, how long does this usually take to like go away? And she was like, about a week. And I was like, a week? I get a haircut every 3 weeks. So in 2 weeks, this whole side is going to be gone. So I was like, wait, what's the point of dyeing the hair on the side if half that time it's just going to look like a stained mess? Because it was a mess, let me tell you. And upon realizing that and re-entering the shower to wash my hair again, my vision went dark. I lost all consciousness. I don't know the person I became. I instantly became fully committed to getting the staining off of my skin. I was going to do whatever I needed to. And please don't unsubscribe, everyone. I committed not 1, not 2, but 3 skincare sins. I'm so nervous to say this. When I was in the shower washing my hair, I was kind of getting close to crying because the sides of my head looked so bad that I was like, I don't know if I can handle this emotionally. And so I started looking up online what gets hair dye stains off of your skin. But like, what's the strongest? Because I needed a lot. I used acetone. I used acetone on my scalp to get rid of the coloring. And then after that, because that wasn't enough, I went in with dish soap. And then that wasn't enough, so I went in with a scrub. You can cancel me now. I know. I don't even know what got into me. I truly don't. I panicked. I was freaking out. My insecurities got the best of me, and I just wanted to do anything I could to get the patchiness off. But let me say this, it worked. Because the side of my head looks 1,000,000 times better than it did before. I'm going to confession on Sunday. That is not representative of who I am. I do not know that person. That was 10 years ago. I'm kidding. I don't know what happened to me, okay? I just freaked out. My insecurities got the best of me. I panicked. I just wanted to get it off as soon as possible. Otherwise, I didn't know how I was going to cope with it, and I did something stupid. But at least I didn't cry. And it worked. And I will say, immediately after applying the acetone to only very specific areas, I didn't just like drown my face in acetone. I just only used it on the particular areas where it was really bad. Then I immediately used a facial cleanser. I put soothing ingredients on before going in with the dish soap only on this area. The scalp, and because my scalp is not sensitive whatsoever, I honestly didn't feel anything. And then afterwards I used the scrub to get the remaining bit off, but I went in with a super gentle scrub, one that I've talked about on my channel before, so it was very gentle, and I only did that for a good 30 seconds each, and the stains came right off, and I fully anticipated to wake up this morning with just like hives all over my skin. Au contraire, nothing happened, which is not an excuse for you to do that as well. Anyone who's watching, do not follow my example. And the most ironic thing is that I literally uploaded a video last week reacting to someone who used acetone on their face as a toner, and I freaked out. And here I am doing it to myself. Insecurities are not a good thing. And I think this is a perfect situation to show that I truly care more about other people's skin than I do my own. So what have we learned, ladies and gentlemen? Hyram is a hypocrite, yes. No tears were shed, no hair was lost, no skin was burned. We made it! And Brad, I just want to say thank you so much for your instructional video. While I really appreciated it, I don't think anything could have prepared me for the disaster that it was. It truly is an experience that needs to be hands-on for you to really understand. And I completely understand now that I should never be a hairdresser, ever. And that God did not bless me with that talent. But I am so excited to see what your reactions are going to be, Brad. I cannot wait to see specifically what your reaction is going to be. But you know, the final result turned out okay. I'm definitely happy with it. And I truly think there's nothing more I could ask for. But I hope you guys like it, because I kind of like it. I think it's cool. Everyone go subscribe to Brad's channel, and don't forget to cancel me on the way out. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can see my videos every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.